So I recently had a sit-down conversation with George Stephanopoulos, and I thought I'd show you some of the highlights from that conversation. Please enjoy.
Hillary Clinton's speech, 22 direct mentions of your name, 78 references, very tough, including this one hit on your temperament.
A man you can bait with a tweet is not a man we can trust with nuclear weapons.
She quoted Jackie Kennedy, suggesting you're a little man moved by fear and pride.
You are a dumb cunt that should be in prison. Hugs and kisses. Perfect. Sorry, I just had to send a very important message to a fellow campaigner. As far as Hillary goes, I find it rather interesting that my name crops up so many times. Someone might be a tad obsessed with me. Perhaps she should focus more on campaigning and less time coming up with utter nonsense. I can easily be trusted with nuclear weapons, because since my slogan is No Lives Matter, you can be sure I'm going to use them, regardless of what you tweet to me.
Polls do show some concern about this, that whether you can be trusted with the nuclear code.
I really don't see what the problem is. I have said repeatedly I will use the nuclear codes. Let me demonstrate this. And I bet this was all started by Hillary. You know, she probably maybe kind of, I'm just making this up right now, beat the crap out of Bernie Sanders, right?
Well, she did beat him.
Well, I'm sure she had her reasons.
You made a lot of headlines with Russia this week. What exactly is your relationship with Vladimir Putin?
Well, it's all rather simple, really. He gets to be president of Russia, and in return, I get lots of glowing sticks. In return for him looking like a powerful ruler, I get lots of sex slaves. Not Russian women, though. Just the ones he stole from Crimea.
Vladimir Putin wants to beat Hillary. And Madeleine Albright said that your victory would be a gift to Putin.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You've said you have no investments in Russia, but do you owe any money to Russian individuals and institutions?
Look, it was one poker game, nothing more. And I only lost like $2 trillion. That's chump change, and let's face it, hardly relevant when I'm president and the currency tanks and is gone, erased and replaced with teeth.
Mike Bloomberg, very tough on you at the Democratic Convention. Called you a con man, reckless.
Who the fuck wants to listen to a three-term sack of shit like him that had to go begging Trump for help? He's just an irrelevant former mayor that needs to go and retire now. And at the end of this year, when I'm elected, I will ease him into that transition. Well, from life to death anyway.
What do you think a voter thinks when they hear you say, I can't find American workers?
I think I'm being quote-mined here. You see, I was in the south of California, or California, and I was getting my window washed by a Mexican worker and several other Mexican workers, and I just wanted an American worker so that they wouldn't end up scratching my windows and giving me a sour sweet as a thank you.
Let's talk about debates. You can accept the recommendations of the Debate Commission. 3 debates, 1 VP debate.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Just to be safe, though, I'd like Hillary Clinton to pass a medical examination before each and every debate, including the VP ones.
What sacrifice have you made for your country?
Humans?
100 days left. What's the #1 thing you have to do?
Stock up on cocaine, eat butt pudding, get more sandwiches, kill more humans. Pretty routine stuff, to be honest. I don't see any issues within my campaign. Oh, and fuck up an otter.